What if I told you every packet of chips, soda, or instant noodles that you eat isn't just hurting your waistline? It could be also be rewiring your brain. Now, new research is showing that ultra-processed foods are linked to memory decline, depression, and even stroke. And the scary part of it all is that most of us eat them almost every single day. Welcome to Wellness Health Services Health Talks. I'm Dr. Joshua Nderitu, a family physician. I have interest in public health and cancer treatment and prevention. In this video, we are going to look at the ultra-processed food and your brain and what is new in the research field. Ultra-processed foods now make up to 60% of our daily calories. And many of these is what our modern diet is composed of. That means that more than half of what we feed is actually engineered in the factory. And the sad part of it is that it's affecting our health and it's affecting our brains in very serious and scary ways. Last month, I had a patient who is constantly feeling tired. He was feeling foggy and he was also feeling very anxious. And this is despite the fact that all his tests looked normal. When we looked at his diet, it mostly consisted of packaged snacks, flavored yogurts, and the soft drinks as his takeaways. The very foods that are designed for convenience are what was lacking his health. So in the US, there is an increase by 10% of strokes in people who use ultra-processed foods. And there is also a 16% cognitive decline because of the use of this ultra-processed food. So let's have a look at when we are talking about these ultra-processed foods, what are we talking about? We are talking about foods that are not cooked at home, but are packaged and in heavily altered ways with chemicals, additives, and preservatives. And this is to make them taste good, last longer, and become more addictive. And I was listening to one of the discussion of one of my colleagues on social media. He's one of the person now who is talking a lot about the dangers of the ultra-processed foods. And he was employed by some of the food manufacturing companies to help them because he had a lot of knowledge on the way to raise. He had a lot of knowledge on sensory nerves and the sensations. And so his main job was how to raise people's sensitivity to these ultra-processed foods so that how can industries make them more tasty, more addictive. And at some point he was feeling that he was not doing the right thing. And so he abandoned his job and he started talking about these ultra-processed foods. So what is their impact on our lives? So the more we process the food, the more we consume them, the more they are harming us. And some of these foods include things like sodas, the energy drinks that we think that they are adding our energy, but they are filling us with sugar and then breaking us down. The flavored juices, we have packaged snacks, we have things like chips, cookies, biscuits, we have things like instant noodles, and then also the flavored soups. We also have the refined flours, the white flours, the white rice, the white wheat flour, then processed meats like sausages, hot dogs, and even nuggets. Then we have the sweetened breakfast cereals. Then there is also the frozen, ready-to-eat foods in the fast food places and also in the supermarkets. We are getting them everywhere. And the sad news is that they are everywhere. So it is so difficult for you to avoid them because they are so enticing and they have been placed strategically such that you are not able to, if you don't have time to make your own food, then there is a drive-through fast food place where you can always pass and get something to snack. Unfortunately, these are the very foods that you are going to pay with. Apart from paying with your pocket, you will also pay with your health. So what are the effects of these foods on our brains? That's what we are looking at today. So there are derivatives and the emulsifiers in these foods and the preservatives. They disrupt our gut microbiome. And this leads to inflammation, which can spread very fast to the brain, disorganizing your brain capacity and increasing your risk of getting diseases like Alzheimer's disease, the risk of getting stroke. Then there was a study that was done, the ELISA Brazil study, which showed that eaters of ultra-processed foods had 25% decline in their capacity to execute things in their daily undertaking. So think of your gut like a busy city. And then when you eat the ultra-processed food, they are like fundras which spray painting in every wall and block the traffic signals so that you are not able to see clearly. And that's what the ultra-processed food does to you. So sugar is known for its dopamine trap. So if you are taking sugar, it has the capacity to lower down your intake, your feel-good hormones. It makes them rise very fast, but then it also brings them very fat. And this reward system helps you to crave for more and you want to eat more. And this leads you to craving more. And this is not just the food, but also the additives that they are there. So you cannot stop at one cookie. You want one, you want another, you want another. And this makes you, again, raise your insulin. Insulin rise makes you to convert the sugar into fat. Then within hours, nothing in your bloodstream. You want more and you keep building your fat reserves. And this endangers your health. So the long-term damage of this ultra-processed food, it leads to structural changes in your brain, which affect the areas controlling appetite and also controlling yourself. So these have led to things like depression increase, anxiety, and also in children it has led to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and this also leads long-term to risk of dementia. So this is not just about what you eat, it is about your brain changes which has a long-term effect on your overall health. Then the sad news, it's not only affecting the adults, but it is also affecting our children. So early exposure to these ultra-processed foods risk the children getting attention hyperactivity disorder, leads to learning problems, and also leads to mental health issues later in life. These ultra-processed foods, when consumed also by expectant ladies, are also affecting their unborn children in a very significant way. So let's not let the food that you are eating mess with our lifestyle, mess with our everyday life, mess with our foods, because this could affect us for decades. So how can you be able to take charge of this? The most important thing is, first of all, being intentional. And being intentional means being able to plan ahead. If you're going for a journey, prepare for the food that you are going to eat on your journey. If you have a busy schedule, plan for your foods beforehand. Because if you don't plan, then you are planning to eat the processed foods, and they will damage your brain, they will damage your heart, they will damage your overall health. So replace the sodas with water. Replace the white bread with whole grains. And then pack fruits or vegetables or nuts instead of packaged cookies or the ultra-processed breads. Then, if you read the labels of the foods and you cannot be able to pronounce the composition of what is in the ingredients list, then leave that food alone. Then adopt brain protective eating patterns, where you eat foods and meals with plenty of vegetables, whole grains, and avoid the ultra-processed foods. This will protect your health and protect your brain. Then also, exercise is very important. It helps you maintain your brain health and also maintain a healthy body weight. So if this video has opened your mind, hit the like button and also tap the subscribe button and share this video also with someone who loves packaged foods and the packaged takeaway. It could save their life. If you are ready to get into a guided program to reclaim your health, join our Health Insight 360 coaching program from the Wellness Health Services website, and this will help you build habits that protect your body, protect your brain, and protect your life. Ultra-processed foods are everywhere, but with awareness and action, you can take back your control and take care of your brain, your mood, and your future. Let's do this together. Thanks for watching. Let's meet in the next video.